recently had the opportunity to play about an hour of Pokémon Scarlet. Naturally, that means there's a ton of new details that we learned about the game. So we put together a list of everything that we could talk about that you may want to know about the game. But before we get into this list, just as a quick important note, we weren't able to capture any of our own footage or screenshots from this preview event, so anything we show will be from trailers or B-roll provided by Nintendo. With that out of the way, let's get to our list of over 20 new details we learned about Pokémon Scarlet and Violet. Number 1. Trainers do not initiate battles. The enemy trainer line of sight mechanic is gone, and instead, trainers will toss a glimmering Pokeball in their hand to communicate that they can be battled if you walk up to them and talk to them. Number 2. Backstrike is in. If you position yourself behind a Pokemon, press ZR to throw your lead Pokemon's ball. If you hit the wild Pokemon from behind, you will have achieved a backstrike, which means the enemy Pokemon will flinch on their first turn. Number 3. Background Pokemon occasionally stick around during battle. When a wild Pokemon battle starts, some other wild Pokemon will run away, but some will watch and maybe even react to whatever's happening in battle. But unlike in Pokemon Legends, it doesn't seem that they'll participate in the battle, they'll just spectate. Number 4. Wild Pokemon do have differing and specific AI. Like in Legends Arceus, some Pokemon will just be vibing in the fields, while some others will come after you and others will just run away. Number 5. Follow Pokemon and your trainer can react to the weather. So, for example, it started raining, and our Farigiraf started excitedly running around in circles, while our trainer started covering their head, all upset that they were getting soaked. Number 6. There are 4 different Pokemon Academy uniforms, one for each season. As expected, the Winter and Fall Academy uniforms have more layers than the Spring and Summer outfits. You can choose which outfit to wear whenever you want, regardless of what season it actually is. But, number 7, outside of Academy uniforms, there is a ton of clothing customization. It seems like the most in any Pokemon game so far. Players can purchase and wear different shirts, shoes, gloves, hats, socks, backpacks, and even different phone cases for their Rotom phones. Number 8, face customization is also pretty extensive. You can pick different eye, mouth, and eyebrow features, and even choose different irises and pupil colors. We saw this shown a bit in a recent trailer, but actually getting an in-depth look at it, it's by far the most extensive level of customization in a Pokemon game thus far. And number 9, you can change what your character looks like at the very beginning of the game, including the hairstyle and face customization. So this is much better than only being able to choose skin tone at the very start, than needing to do anything else at a salon. Number 10. Tera raids are paced very well, with everyone attacking at the same time, rather than waiting on each other. It's a time-based raid, but as long as everyone is actively participating, including providing support to the team through the use of cheers, they shouldn't be too difficult. They're similar in general presentation to the max raid battles of Sword and Shield, even down to the myriad of rewards upon completion. Number 11. The gym challenge test differs with each gym and type. We got to experience a bit of the grass gym, which, as shown in a previous trailer, has the player play hide and seek to find 10 Sunflora around the town. Number 12. Mela's battle is an exciting, albeit standard Pokemon battle, best compared to a gym leader, rival, or evil team commander from previous games. While we can't talk about any of her dialogue, the battle feels exciting, especially following the auto battles against the grunts. Your full party of 6 Pokemon are available to use again, and the ace up her sleeve is pretty strong. Speaking of Team Star though, number 13, Team Star forces you to go through the front door. So we tried entering Team Star's base from a nearby cliffside, and they got mad at us, demanding that we storm their base from the front entrance. It was honestly pretty funny. Number 14, user experience feels rather streamlined, and it controls well with familiar options, such as the plus button to get on Koraidon and Miraidon, similar to the ride Pokemon in Legends, or the B button to crouch, or even pressing Y on the Pokemon screen to easily shift which one is your team lead. Number 15, there are various movement options. Trainers can run, crouch, and sneak, but if you press the crouch button while running, your trainer will actually do a cool little slide across the ground. There is unfortunately no dodge roll like in Pokemon Legends Arceus, which likely means that trainers can't be hit by wild Pokemon attacks. Number 16, Mount Pokemon, being Koraidon and Miraidon, can use all movement modes from when you get them. Their movement options are almost as open as, say, getting the glider in Breath of the Wild. Once you have them, you can go pretty much anywhere you want, practically unrestricted. Number 17, there's only one loading zone in this open world, and that's the main central city. While certain events, such as raiding Team Star's base, of course require some time to load, the world as a whole is open and explorable with very few exceptions, unlike Legends Arceus. Number 18, you can change nicknames from whenever in the menu, rather than going to some specific NPC. Number 19, the PC is in your bag again, so you will always have access to your boxes to swap out Pokemon at any point. Number 20, building sandwiches is really a whole minigame, so you better place your ingredients carefully so it doesn't all fall apart. Sandwich benefits also include any number of bonuses, including upping the encounter rate of a specific kind of Pokemon. Number 21, picnics award experience and friendship. Feeding food to your Pokemon and participating in picnics won't only increase their friendship with you, but it also gives them experience points. And there you have it. Over 20 brand new details we learned from our time playing Pokemon Scarlet. Once again, we're sorry we can't provide visual proof for every single detail in this list. We had a blast checking out this upcoming adventure in the Paldea region. And if you want to hear more on our thoughts, check out our preview discussion where Jake and I talk all about our time with the game. But otherwise, let us know your thoughts down below, especially if you have any questions. And stay tuned to GameXplain for plenty more on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Until next time, farewell everyone.